Good day everyone, my name is Jillian Marmita. In this video, I'm going to deliver my speech about my chosen culture, which is the culture in England. Culture is our lifestyle. It incorporates our qualities, convictions, traditions, dialects, and customs. Culture is reflected in our history, in our legacy, and by the way we express thoughts and imaginations. I choose this culture because I really like to know their culture. I choose this not because I just want to know about their culture, but because I want to be knowledgeable enough about the culture they have. Now, you'll get an idea about their culture. Based on my interview and my research, the culture of England is sometimes difficult to separate clearly from the culture of United Kingdom. So influential has English culture been in cultures of British Isles, and on the other hand, given the extent to which other culture have influenced life in England. From the relatively tiny islands in the North Atlantic, England has influenced virtually every other nations in the world. The country has played a central and significant role in history as one of the world's most influential centers of cultural development. It is known throughout the world for its distinctive culture, habits, values, and traditions, and for its rich and colorful history. Places, people, buildings, monuments, myths, and legends hold intrigue for many. Based on Encyclopedia, England has no official anthem. However, the United Kingdom's God Save the Queen is currently used. Other songs are sometimes used, including Land of Hope and Glory, Jerusalem, Roll Britannia, and I Vow to Die My Country. And based on my other research, the cultural life England's contribution to both British and world culture is too vast for anything but a cursory service here. Historically, England was a very homogeneous country and developed coherent traditions, but especially as the British Empire expanded and the country absorbs people from throughout the globe, English culture has been accented with diverse contributions from Afro-Caribbeans, Asians, Muslims, and other immigrants groups. Historically, English daily life and customs were markedly different in urban and rural areas, and that much of the English literatures and popular culture has explored the tension between town and country and between farm and factory. Today, even though the English are among the world's most cosmopolitan and well-traveled people, ties to the rural past remain strong. Urbanites, for example, commonly retire for villages and country cottages, and even the smallest urban dwelling is likely to have a garden. And based on my interview to my uncle, his exposure to his culture began with his family. Gradually, he became aware that there were special holidays such as Christmas and Easter. They associated with eating special foods. On Shrove Tuesday, for example, that day before Ash Wednesday and the beginning of Lent. All fatty foods were supposed to be eaten as they were forbidden during Lent. So, this was done by cooking pancakes. Their custom was reinforced in elementary school as he recalled making pancakes at school when he was very young. But his father cooked the best pancake, he said. Christian's principles were taught in Sunday school classes that were held while his parents attended the church service. In elementary school, they were taught the basic about the heroes of the country and of the four patron saints. There are four nations that form the United Kingdom: England, patron Saint George; Wales, David; Scotland, Andrew; and Patrick in Ireland. They were also told about legendary characters such as King Arthur and Knight of the Round Table. Surprisingly, there now seems to be evidence that they really existed after all. And also, he said that TV was also a source of information because British TV for kids was much more educational than the TV in the Philippines. So it was hard to not know about the anniversaries of major national events. Being curious, I did look up information about things that interested me in a set of encyclopedia that were kept in my mind. Since that time, this country has had many immigrants from various parts of the world, and the British have tended incorporate some parts of their culture into their own.